Scripting is difficult. Like with any skill, it takes a lot of time to master. And like with any skill, it has stages that you have to suffer through to master it. So I created this list to let you know how many stages are left till you finally become the 10x developer. You just installed Roblox Studio, and you don't have any skills. The toolbox is by far your most favorite feature. You create a couple of games before realizing they're all unplayable, and you need to learn a skill. You discover tutorials. It's the beginning of your scripting journey. You also don't really understand them, but that's fine, as long as you are scripting and having fun. You've most likely created your first game, which is a copy of Brawler's Obby. At this stage, you finally started somewhat understanding scripting. You can even create some stuff without watching a tutorial, but you still struggle, and the longer you are at this stage, the more you understand that you don't really understand everything, which most likely leads you to a dark discovery. You just discovered BIC, or maybe a friend suggests you check it out. Suddenly you feel like you know everything. Your ego is unmatched. You start telling every scripter who doesn't use object-oriented programming that they are noobs, because obviously object-oriented programming is the only way to structure games for you. And here's the funniest part, most people in this group don't actually understand what object-oriented programming means. If it has set meta table and .new, that's object-oriented programming to them. It might sound like I'm making fun of this group, and I am. There is nothing wrong with OOP itself. The issue is that many in this group don't really understand it as well as the YouTubers they idolize. And honestly, I was once there too. Hey, at least you know module scripts now. This is the last stage before you actually become good at scripting. Now they religiously watch top tier scripter YouTubers and follow their frameworks and methods simply because they are pros, without really understanding why these frameworks actually exist in the first place. At this point you have two paths. Stay in this framework bubble forever, never improving beyond copy and pasting other people's solutions, or throw out all of the unnecessary complexity, finally start learning scripting on your own terms. You now reach the same level of scripting as so-called top-tier scripter YouTubers, but instead of following tutorials, you're the one creating them. Instead of just using modules, you study them and build your own. At this point, nothing is stopping you. You either joined a major studio or built a successful game of your own. You were practically born with a keyboard in your hands. These people are the LeBron Jameses of coding. They don't just write scripts, they innovate. They casually create ridiculously complex systems like a rendering engine. You'll immediately know when you encounter one, but they're extremely rare. If you manage to befriend one of these 10x developers, you have the fastest shortcut to becoming good at scripting. And if you're one of them, I have you in the highest respect, because you are the only one replying to every dev forum post. These were all of the stages that every scripter has to go through before becoming the 10x developer. Good luck scripting.